Lakers Nation, what is going on? So we just got some breaking news in the NBA involving a trade now, and there's reports already coming out that the Phoenix Suns just acquired a backup center in Nick Richards, and they'll be receiving one second round pick, but also return the Hornets. They'll be receiving Josh Okogie and three second round picks. Now, to be honest, guys, who do I believe won the trade? I think both teams got a fair deal, but Phoenix got the edge. They got the better player. And the Hornets, they're just not a good basketball team. They're one of the worst teams in the league, but they're going to continue to build on the draft capital. But also, the most frustrating part of this deal is that the Phoenix Suns didn't have to include a center in Yusuf Nurkic. But specifically in today's video, I do want to talk about what is next for the Los Angeles Lakers after missing out on, Nick Richards, which the Lakers are showing interest in him, and even dating back to the 2024, summer and the regular season. So he's out the picture. There's teams like the New York Knicks in the offseason showing interest in Nick Richards before acquiring an all-star caliber player and Cat from the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that takes him out the picture. But you got teams like the New Orleans Pelicans. They did draft a center in Yves Missy, but he's a rookie. And they did lose Jonas Valanciunas in free agency, but they did wind up signing Daniel Tice. And honestly, if I was the Pelicans, I would just wave the white flags. They're just not a good basketball team. The dead last in the Western Conference standings. They've been dealing with injuries from Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. I know those guys are back, but they just haven't had the best luck. But also, there's teams like the Golden State Warriors. They're looking for center. That's why they've been showing interest in a player like Nikola Vucevic. Same with the Los Angeles Lakers. So I think there's some, other options, but I'm not too happy about it because Nick Richards was like my second favorite center option at the position behind Walker Kessler. But you got to be honest, Phoenix, they did upgrade their new center rotation now. They expect Nick Richards and the rookie Oso Iguodala. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. And they did upgrade their front court. They have more athleticism in the paint from Yusuf Nurkic and their backup center, Mason Plumlee, right? But Nick Richards this season, thus far, has averaged around 10 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks in his career as a starter. But the main reason why Charlotte has been struggling is just that they're a young team. They're inexperienced. They're just rebuilding. But also, their center, Mark Williams, he's been dealing with injuries. He's just injury prone, and that's why they had to play Nick Richards more at the center position and having him start. But he is a solid player, and I know teams did inquire about Nick Richards, but just because he inquired about him doesn't mean he was going to be available. Well, Phoenix just acquired him this morning, and also pretty much there's reports coming out the other day that the Phoenix Suns will have a difficult time, trading Yusuf Nurkic. So pretty much they're, stuck with them. Teams want to extract most of Phoenix Suns draft capital assets to simply take on Nurkic's contract, which does become a $19.4 million expiring contract this summer, which is going to be a lot easier, and that's why it's expiring. But Phoenix can end up being stuck with Yusuf Nurkic running their bench all season, and they just put him on the bench alongside Bradley Beal after, the Jimmy Butler trade news and rumors and stuff like that, right? But also, the Charlotte Hornets, the main reason why they didn't take Yusuf Nurkic in this deal is because they had little interest on taking him because of his, contract. He's making $19.4 million. But also, there was reports pretty much coming out from Evan Sidney on their Twitter page that the Suns have held preliminary discussions in a trade that would send Yusuf Nurkic and second-round draft capital for Nick Richards. But Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this trade? Do you think it's going to affect the Los Angeles Lakers? I do believe Rob Pelinka, our GM, has his eyes set on a certain center, and it's probably going to acquire at least one first-round pick, if not two first-round picks, and that's why he's been being patient, doing his due diligence. But us fans have been getting on his case, and I can't give him no grace, but it's very frustrating. Now, there's, limitations. There's undersetters like, Robert Williams, Jonas Valanciunas, Clint Capella, even players like Walker Kessler and Nikola Vucevic. But my favorite center option is Walker Kessler. Then my second favorite was Nick Richards. Well, he's out of the picture, and there's reports literally coming out that the Lakers are expected to re-engage with the Brooklyn Nets on a potential trade for Dayon Sharp, but they could have got him. But that's why they did get Shake Milton the deal because of the price being a little bit high. I'm pretty sure they would have wanted one first round pick, but I do believe the asking price would go down. But the Lakers are currently on a 3-game, losing streak after having that terrible fourth quarter, and we lost like 37-13. But we only scored 13 points in the fourth quarter, which is pathetic, but the third quarters have been, terrible, but we completely get destroyed in the fourth quarter to the San Antonio Spurs. But tonight, the Lakers face off against the Miami Heat, and Jimmy Butler, I'm pretty sure he's expected to come back, but there's a lot of, drama going back, him being suspended and him meeting face-to-face with, the president, I believe, basketball operations, and Pat Riley, that he's not going to no longer sign a contract extension with the Miami Heat. But that's besides the point. This is, a video to talk about the center options for the Los Angeles Lakers. But once again, let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this report? Do you think it's a big deal that the Lakers missed out on Nick Richards? He's athletic. He's 7 foot. Weighs about 249 pounds. He's a lob threat. He's a two-way center that could help Anthony Davis in the front court. But he is a solid rebounder. I know some people might wind up saying that, he's a better, Jackson Hayes. But you got to keep in mind, he's a backup center. But make sure you guys like the video to get it to more people so my channel can grow, help the audience. Also subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subs. And yeah, turn on the notification bell so you guys get notified for future Lakers videos. And you're